We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. They've come out very strong. Their early season play has been excellent.
You know, it's been a dream start to the season for them, exactly the way you want to kick things off. It looks to me like they've got pieces in all the right places, fellas. It's a hard pace to maintain all the way through the season, but that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, Clark, I don't think they could be feeling any better about their chances this year, given the way that things have gone so far. They're just blowing the doors off people. Obviously, they were ready to go to hit the court this season.
Now the starting group for the visitors. A different look for Team USA. They've got Bryant, and it's Love in at the 5, home in the paint. And it's Team USA with the ball. Paul outside. Ball's knocked loose. Gets it to go.
We always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
Outside Bryant. Pass to James. Feeds it to Durant. With the lead pass. Here's Love, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. On defense, Team USA.
Well, not too much went wrong for them in that one, especially offensively. I think it worked out pretty much just as they had planned.
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent game plan, and they carried it out very effectively. The kind of game that makes a coach proud.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Paul. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. He told me what has pleased him most about his team is how well they are playing together on the offensive end, saying it's playing together on the same page and functioning as a unit instead of as a group of individuals. It's something we hope we can continue. We'll see if that's the case, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
Well, it sounds simple, Kevin. You got to shoot the ball well to win, but the way to try to do that is to get yourself the best opportunities possible, and that means executing offensively.
And not just executing, but not settling for anything but high percentage shots, guys. I mean, smart basketball and not forcing anything unnecessarily.
Now here's Paul, averaging 12 points a game, 5 to shoot. Love. Here's Durant. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Frank. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. Anthony's checked in for Team USA. misses. Not a fast start for Team USA.
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time. Wow.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Number 11. No good. Team USA going the other way with it.
You gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
Yeah, and that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it feels like it's either a dunk or a foul and a couple of free throws every possession.
Number 4, defended by Bryant. Anthony left side. He gathers, Frank, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders.
Yeah, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. It's stolen by Anthony. Leads him in there.
Unreal.
Mark it up. The defense caught dozing off that time.
Now those open dunks, pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort.
Now here's Bryant. He picked up 27 points in their last win again.
And he did some nice work on the board.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Number 8 drills it from outside. He's got 5.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots.
Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And boy, did they protect the basket well in that one. They kept a lot of bodies down low. The rotations were solid, and it paid off with a lot of blocks in that game.
Yeah, they really wanted to establish that intimidation factor. And, Steve, I think they did so by devoting a lot of manpower to the low post.
Hammers it home.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Lobs it up there. James, no good.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
To the middle, here's Frank, and good on the basket. Hook it. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Team USA grabs the miss. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Anthony kicks to Bryant.
Tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
He feeds it to Anthony. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Bryant hits the three-point bomb. Bryant's got 9.
Coming up big now. He's made every shot he's taken this quarter.
The away team will take their first timeout. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. A couple of spots below. Gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Tipped away. Paul with the steal. Wants to get it to Bryant and does.
Yeah, very opportunistic defense there, leading to those points.
That's exactly what they'll do to you, Steve. They will pounce on your mistakes.
Number 4, defended by Paul. Number 8, Bryant with the rebound. Gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. And that one's good, Anthony.
And when you play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And with him, given how well he shoots the ball, sometimes it doesn't matter how tight the defense is on him. As long as his shot isn't blocked, chances are he's knocking it down.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Paul kicks to Love. It's tipped. Frank, he's guarded by Love. James with it, averaging 18 points a game. Anthony's shot is off.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Unloads from 9. Blocked. James outside. Now the pass to Paul. An alley-oop pass. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. James back to Bryant. A baseline J. Good on the jump shot. Bryant's got 13.
You know, he's given them a nice scoring option through most of this game.
Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Number 11. The shot is off. Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Passes it to Anthony. A 3-ball. Gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Team USA lead.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
Anthony with the screen on Paul. Frank James covering. Here's Frank. Team USA grabs the miss.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't. Oh, look out, man!
The rim is shaking.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
Team USA shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Westbrook gets to Durant. Back to Westbrook. Can't connect from short range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Six on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Westbrook pulls it in. Gone 3 or 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Kicks to Bryant. Back to Anthony. From the arc. No luck.
You know, fellas, once he got into position under the boards, I mean, he wasn't letting anybody get around him.
Number 6, defended by Bryant. And that one's good. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Durant.
Oh, man, what a play. You can see that dunk coming a mile away. Anytime he gets in that close to the bucket, it's all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The dish to Henry. Number 10, guarded by Harden. And it's Durant with the rebound. This one for 3, and the shot is good. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are dialed in offensively, guys. I think they look really well prepared for this game.
And they've rolled that early hot streak to a big lead here in the first.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Team USA leading by 11. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
On tap this Saturday, Hoops Action.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second.
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Chris Humphries, prior to last season, became more famous for his life off the court after a short-lived celebrity marriage. Somehow that translated to a lot of booze when he played on the road. But Humphries did a great job of tuning it out and playing well. He said, at the end of the day, it's about coming to the gym and what you do on the court. And I think true basketball people respect guys that no matter what's going on in their life, they approach the game the same way. Focus and play hard. Kevin, not always easy to do.
And credit him for keeping his concentration on his job. Doris, good story, thanks. The feed to Anthony. Paul outside. Iguodala the pass to Paul. Anthony backs him down. Shot from the low block. The 3. Shot is off. Being in this game, 45%. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Henry. Open look. That's good. An incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's Iguodala, looking for his first bucket of the game. Back to Durant. He dishes it to Paul. He passes to Durant. Can't hit. Number 5. No good. Team USA going the other way with it. Now here's Paul. Here's Iguodala. Gets to the corner and buries it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. He kicks to Henry. Shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Team USA. Love's got his third rebound on the night. Poked away. And here's the fast break to the inside. Number 5. There's the block. And he gets it back. Here's Marks. Team USA grabs the miss. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Throws it up high.
How about the nice, exquisite timing on that alley-oop? Well done.
Yeah, 2 teammates in total sync right there. You're right.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
The away team called timeout. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Number 5. Great touch on the 16-footer.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage, sneak up on some folks.
And Team USA decides to take their first time out here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Westbrook. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Feeds to Bryant. Love outside. Gives him the lead pass. The kick out to Bryant. 6 to shoot. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Number 6. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He has 5.
What a quick response. Give up a 3, get a 3.
They're a pretty resilient team. I'll give them that. You got to respect them for coming back that way.
Good on the three-point shot.
Another open look. Hits bottom from outside. Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Anthony with the screen on Bryant. Three-pointer, and the shot is good.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3 ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. 14 feet away, no good. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Anthony against Durant. Number 6. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Anthony against Bryant. Back to Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
But he's gritty, Kevin. That's the main thing. He's not afraid to absorb a few bumps and bruises. He'll always chase down those 50-50 balls, the long rebounds. Just always giving effort, and that's a huge dynamic for a team to have.
Boy, I love the purpose that he drives the basketball with. He gets into that lane with intentionality. Once he gets his mind made up to attack the rim, he's hard to stop.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Being at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Frank James covering. Here's Frank. And James pulls it down. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul Harden outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Love. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Team USA have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And that one falls for Love.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter, that'll do it.
And Team USA making a change here. Davis is checked in. Both free throws good from Love.
Doing a really good job from the line here. Just under 90%, actually right around 86, 87% from the stripe.
Number 11, he's guarded by Love. Clock at 6. Number 10, Team USA grabs the miss. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the boards. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead. It shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game. Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Back to Durant.
I'm not sure if any play is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yeah, even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
So it's the visitors now, trailing by 17. Six on the shot clock. Here's Frank. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 11 points in the game.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
Now Williams. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Durant. Here's Bryant. And the three ball is good. Bryant got 19 points.
Starting to build a head of steam here. He had a good first quarter, but he's been even better here in the second.
And the ball, 42%. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The away team take a full timeout.
Well, one of the rule changes that the league has implemented recently, one of the major issues was small market team owners feeling like they couldn't compete financially. They push for a harder cap, and it seems like the new rules are already reining in the big spending teams a little bit.
And Team USA making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Number 10, defended by Bryant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Team USA making a change here. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Durant kicks to Williams. Launches a three, and the basket good. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And going back to the CBA as a jet to help smaller market teams, Steve, revenue sharing was also increased, which has been very beneficial.
Yeah, the total amount was actually quadrupled, which will play out over the course of the CBA. So the smaller market teams will get more help. And as the CBA goes on, the bigger market teams will be penalized more and more for exceeding that tax threshold. So it's going to be really interesting to watch it all unfold over the next few years.
Anthony connects from three-point range. Anthony's got 11 points.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 three-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line.
Number 10, covered by Anthony. Number 10, and that one's good.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
1:51 left in the first half of the game. Iguodala kicks to Durant. Beyond the arc. That's good. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Another three goes down, guys.
Yeah, you got to get up into them defensively. I mean, you got to put pressure on guys and make them put the ball on the floor.
"18 feet out. It's hauled in by Team USA.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably. .103 left now here in the second. Number 8, with nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 7 points in the game. Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Williams dishes to Iguodala. Back to Williams. Pass to Durant. Outside Anthony. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Anthony's got 14 points.
Hey, he could have read a book cover to cover with all the time he was given on that three. My goodness, come on, play some D.
He could have read a book, could have played a video game, could have mowed the lawn. I mean, come on, defense, play.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 on the clock. From 17 feet out, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Off the inbound. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Team USA ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And everything is in place and ready to go on the halftime show for this Wednesday night. Team USA coming out of the gates in charge. Through 2 quarters, their offense has been simply unstoppable. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket, you get it. And slugging it out so far are the visitors. This team's become accustomed to winning, but tonight they got to be surprised with their first half performance. Let's get things going with a look ahead to some games slated for later. That'll be some good Eastern Conference play out there. A 7 p.m. Eastern tip time is set. And another game that's coming up, a chance to see some of the NBA's best in that one. 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific is the tip time. And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. This one, a meeting between divisional foes. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock Eastern. Thanks so much for stopping on by. 3rd quarter just around the corner, so let's get on back out to Kevin and the crew.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Being at a decent 44% clip here. They've got Bryant. Adds Durant in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Team USA. Bryant with the rebound.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
He feeds it to Anthony. Got a piece of it. One-on-one here. Right side, Bryant. And panic dunk.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Great power there, guys.
Well, you got to love his determination.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, last game, guys, he shot very well from the stripe. Made a nice contribution there.
Yeah, he sure did. Turned in a really nice performance.
Free throw, good, Bryant. Deflects the pass. Paul with the steal. Makes the lead pass. Number 8, defended by Paul. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Paul gets a screen from Love. Paul passes to Love. Love right side. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. And it's Love missing.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Number 4. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. James kicks to Durant. The pass to Bryant. For the 3. The shot misses. 43% from the floor. Number 4. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. He's got 8. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
Did you see that?
Well, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at.
The away team call time.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
I think they've got to figure out a way to tighten things up a bit. They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
They set the pick. It's blocked.
Just 1 of 4 now to start this third quarter.
Fast break. Here we go. Paul. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Shot clock at 5. Number 4. And it's rejected. But they recover it. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season.
Yeah, anytime you get these 2 teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after the glass.
And Team USA calling timeout here.
Yeah, Guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout, just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside Bryant. Love kicks to Durant.
Showing no mercy. They are getting after them at both ends of the floor.
Continuing to add to the lead as the minutes tick away.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Takes a three. That's good. He has 5.
First and foremost, for me, it's his three-point shooting that's the most entertaining. Every trip down, he is a threat to bury one from almost anywhere on the floor.
That's exactly right, Steve, but also he's a tremendous finisher. I mean, it doesn't matter if he draws contact on his way to the rim or not. He'll find a way to get it to go.
Bryant with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the breakout.
Nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. Well, that was just mean right there.
Number 9, defended by Paul. Number 10. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Bryant. Misses the three. Marks. James covering. Down low. Here's Marks. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, that kind of play will get you some brownie points with your coach, no doubt.
And with your fans, too, Clark, on a big dunk like that.
And even with the announcers.
Oh, yeah!
We all love it.
Paul kicks to Durant. Right side, Durant.
Huge play. He is so fast. I don't know how you stop him when he's coming right at you like that.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The free throw drops for Durant. Been not great, 40% for the game. Number 6. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
Boy, they've done a nice job here in the second half, making the defense pay from outside.
Anytime you can shoot the three ball the way they are in this half, you are never that far out of a game. You always have life.
Here's Westbrook. Gets it to go.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Number 6. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He looks good, getting it done consistently from deep.
Steve, I know you love the three ball, and he's been sharp, kind of like Steve Kerr used to be.
And here's Team USA now. Paul with the ball. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's grace over power, guys. That finger roll gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Pass to Henry. From outside the arc, that's good. 17 points in the game.
That's 4 of their last 5 coming from long range. This offense is cooking.
Yeah, it's rolling, really rolling. And defensively, they kept collapsing, Steve, and leaving them open. So now they're in trouble. They're in a real dilemma now.
Durant dishes to Chandler. Kicks to Harden. Outside Westbrook. Chandler pushes it down.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
There's a screen. There's the dish to Henry. Clock at 6. Number 4, defended by Paul. Count the bucket. He's got 10.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Back to Durant. Here's the 3, and that one's good.
I think it's as simple as this, guys. Get him the ball. That's all you need to do. Give it to him.
The feed now to Henry. From past the arc, Team USA grabs the miss. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Westbrook. Trying his luck deep, and no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Both teams deciding to change it up. Gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Number 5, defended by Paul. 6 to shoot. Number 8. That 3 off the mark. And the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Love outside. The 3, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back heel.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Williams, he's checked in for Team USA. And right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Number 5. Got it. Good job in the low post. He has 6.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Williams passes to James. Back to Williams. There's the 3. Good. Williams has got 6.
Now we're getting used to seeing him hit those shots, aren't we?
Number 5. And it's blocked. Pushing it up. And Bryant kicks to James. And he slams it in one-handed.
And another quick strike for them. No question which team is running the fast break better here today.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been lethal in transition, Steve. It's one of the reasons they're out in front.
And Team USA making a change here. Hall's checked in. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Number 10, James covering. They get the rebound. Number 10. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Team USA ahead, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
This Friday, it's Western Conference action. Don't miss it.
Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris Burke at the report. Hi, Doris.
Hey guys, the home team tonight picks up the Uncontainable Game Award. The second quarter looks to be the difference right now as they turn things on and put together that huge run. Now, it seems like it's enough to get them the win.
Okay, Doris, thanks. That scoring run, guys, was pretty key in this game so far, don't you think?
Yeah, very much so, Kevin. I mean, that was like a runaway train there for a while. No stopping them. That really blew the game open.
Well, you bet it did. I mean, when you've got one team in such terrific offensive rhythm and the other guys on their back feet, tentative, hesitant, it almost always leads to runs like that.
And it's Team USA with the ball. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Chandler with a screen for Harden. Harden gets a screen from Chandler. Puts up a three. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Team USA. And the ball at 42%.
It's amazing the way the NBA has grown into a true international game in the last 2 decades or so. And so many great players coming from around the world. It truly is a global sport.
To the paint.
You know, that's a play very few players have the guts to even try.
Yeah, it's hard enough, Clark, to complete an alley-oop pass to one of your teammates, let alone yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
He does have a little bit of showman in him, that's for sure.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Harden sets the pick for Iguodala. Off the pick.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
Are you kidding me? They're like different guys this half. They haven't missed a single free throw.
Stepping up and knocking him down, Clark.
Number 6, nailed from three-point land. 22 points for him. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Harden left side. He dishes it to Chandler. That's tipped. Davis, the pass to Chandler. Down goes the slam.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Williams, he's checked in for Team USA. And that one misses.
You know, we see so many great players coming into the league from other countries now, guys. The NBA has really been quite proactive, making huge strides in spreading the game internationally.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. He kicks it to Harden. Back to Williams. Here we go, all alone. Number 6. That's good. He's got 24.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
Going back to what Clark was just talking about, it's a great topic, Clark, in the game of basketball. It's quickly becoming the most popular spectator sport in, of all places, China.
Well, it's so great, Kevin, to see the game become globally popular. I think it all started with the '92 Dream Team. That's when the world really got to see up close the NBA's superstars, and the impact that team made has really just dramatically affected the NBA. There's fans everywhere now, whether you're talking about China, even India now starting to become very interested in the NBA. So great stuff for the NBA.
Inside. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Outstanding communication between the passer and the receiver that time.
Yeah, the timing and placement were spot on. You're right.
Yeah, with just a smooth finish, too.
Gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Chandler kicks to Williams. Back to Chandler. Davis inside. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets the second chance points. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
You know, last year the league compressed the schedule into a short amount of time, and as a fan, I loved it because that meant there were basketball games on every night. But as a former player, I can't imagine having to play all those games in such a short period of time.
Williams dishes to Harden. Steve, you mentioned it. It was hard on the players, but fans really did get all the basketball they wanted.
Well, you could turn on the TV every night and see games. And as a fan, I mean, that's kind of cool. You're watching multiple games every night. But the players were tired and beat up, you know, but the fans didn't have to worry about that. They were just sitting on their couch with their remote control.
And Team USA making a change here. Anthony's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Being at 46%, making some buckets. Number 9, he's guarded by Williams. Number 6, offensive rebound.
And, you know, the rebounding edge here has been key because they're getting a lot of extra possessions offensively as a result.
Guys, you're absolutely right. It's made all the difference.
Davis, the pass to Harden. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd love to see the return of the NBA to Seattle. The Sonics, obviously a great franchise in their time there. They eventually moved to Oklahoma City, but it sure would be nice to see a team back in Seattle sooner or later.
That one is off. And part of what you mentioned with Seattle, Steve, they really do love their basketball up there and deserve to have a team. You've said it, in fact, many times on the air.
Well, you also have to look back at some of the great history they have up there in Seattle. Not just the teams in the 90s, but you go way back to the late 70s. And they won a title in the late 70s, so that city deserves to see another Sonics team at some point.
Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Number 6, no good from outside. Gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Anthony, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Doing it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Number 6, drills the three-pointer. 30 points in the game. Here's Williams. He passes to Davis. Misses the dunk.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job. Put that paw up there and banged it home.
Yeah,
man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
right.
that was strong.
Simple, direct, and effective. Well, it was talked about quite a bit last season, and it could be coming up soon, where the NBA has considered putting advertisements on jerseys, kind of like European soccer teams or golfers. Jersey sponsors, if you will, really will bring in a fortune in advertising money.
A lot of leagues around the world do it, Steve. As you were talking about with soccer and racing, you could imagine that there would be a long line of companies vying for a spot on jerseys.
Well, it's going to be a tough decision in the end because I know the NBA feels like there's a purity involved when you don't sell out to a corporate logo. But my guess is that there will be a small logo on a jersey before too long, and as long as it doesn't become plastered all over the place, I think the fans will get accustomed to it right away.
That free throw missing. can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Number 10 shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And Team USA making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. So it's the visitors now.
Well, the old adage was whoever gets the best player wins the trade. But the Nuggets traded away Carmelo, and the Jazz traded away Darren Williams, and both made the playoffs last season and have a foundation laid now for great success going forward.
Number 7 is guarded by Davis. They get it back. There's the pick. Second shot opportunity, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And you look at these Nuggets and Jazz teams, Steve, and you have to think they're pretty happy with the value they got in return for those trades Clark just talked about.
Yeah, especially in situations where you know you're going to lose your player. Everybody in the league knows you're going to lose your star player. So you really don't have great leverage. And I thought both the Nuggets and the Jazz did an excellent job of maxing out those trades and doing about as well as they possibly could.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Man, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
Here's Anthony. Missed inside. Being at 46%, making some buckets. Number 9. He's covered by Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Harden kicks to Anthony. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
Well, better safe than sorry. I mean, you got to be sure when you're in traffic.
Number 10 buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that. I mean, they were way too late to get to him out there.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Chandler. Outside Anthony. Fires for 3. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's his first 3 of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Number 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Makes the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Number 10. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Now here's Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Anthony takes the 3, and it's good. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he continues to shoot well after that blazing first half.
Number 6. His three-pointers off the mark. Being 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Harden outside. Tries it from 9. Can't get it to go.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
To the middle. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And he makes the first. Williams, he's checked in for Team USA. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, he cut into the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a difference. Not much drama left in this one, guys.
No, it hasn't quite exactly been a nail-biter. I mean, it's going to be a great win for them, though.
He feeds it to Henry. Number 10. He's guarded by Williams. Fires from deep. Henry misses. Gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter to a perfect 3 of 3. Williams dishes to Davis. On the money from 12 feet away.
Doesn't look like they're going to take it easy on them down the stretch.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points.
Number 10. Misses, and he wants that one back. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.